On to race number 9, Kowloon Park Handicap, 1400 metres for the Class 3 gallopers. Beauty Smile, he led up for the first time in a strong field, fated to run 6th, but he drops in grade back to Class 3. Lucky Patch, debut winner on the all-weather. He won 2 in Brisbane at Doomben over the 1050 and 1200 on turf. Equal Blitz steps to 1400. He won over that trip at Caulfield in Melbourne prior to arriving in Hong Kong. The Hulk number 7 covered ground last time, but he fought on, draws barrier 2 this week. Everyone's Joy back in trip from the 1400 metres, the 1600 metres to 1200 metres. President's Choice, the 9, caught wide last start, but he does have barrier 12 this week. Telecom Cheetah, a first starter, formerly known as Principal, and trained by Ben Foote, winner over 1600 on a slow track at Mathemata in New Zealand. And a gear change on the 13 Telecom Fighters. The hood comes off. Beauty Smile, Everyone's Joy, and 14 Bright Kid. Graham, the 3 Chongfarians.
Yeah, a couple of interesting ones there. This should be a good gallop because Equaletta Blitz has plenty of speed. Prince of Frog, last time at Happy Valley he led. The Hulk should get a nice lead in. Beauty Smile has got that wideish draw. Towards the rear, Everyone's Joy and Bright Kid will be calling late if they call at all.
Lucky Patch, now he's unbeaten, this horse. He's had 2 starts in Australia, he won them both on the turf. Then he came here and won on the all-weather, and it was a nice win from him as well. Look, he goes as well on the turf, I think, as well as the all-weather, so no problems with him here. He's a beauty. Now, he's a bit of a barrier rogue. He does a lot of things wrong, this horse. But he's started to put it together. The last 3 starts have been consistent with a win and a couple of placings, so not bad also from He's a Beauty as well. And President's Choice, another one that's been a little bit hit or miss, but he's got another one's got a really good turn of foot. He's drawn wide, so he'll get back, but he could be running on late there. Michael Chang and Matthew Chack will team up from barrier 12.
Last 2 races are really good fields. The last a cracking contest between Winning Dreamer and also California Rad. Circuit 6 though, Graham, this was his debut in Hong Kong. What did you make of it?
I thought it was good. It didn't really knock my eye out as a horse who's a good thing to win next time out, but I certainly like his chances to run well. He's up against Winning Dreamer and plenty of other useful horses. He does find room. It's a bit tight at one point. His run just levels off late on, Paul, but that was a pretty good start against some useful horses.
And he wasn't fancied in the market either. He was 40 to 1 in this race. So, look, it was a nice enough, and Zach Burton will jump aboard as well.
Lucky Patch, formerly paleontologist when he raced in Brisbane, Paul. He's come to Hong Kong, now called Lucky Patch. It was a very strong debut win on the all-weather, but you're keen on him switching to the turf. Yeah,
I don't mind him on the turf because his 2 wins in Australia and Queensland were both quite strong, and they were both on the turf, and he was quite brave in the last of the 2. He actually led, and he just held off all the challenges. This was slightly different. He came from the back, so he is quite a versatile horse. I think he's a nice horse, so look, I'm going to give him a chance on the turf.
Yeah, I can see that angle because these horses who excel on dirt can be ignored in the market. It's way too early to pigeonhole him as purely an all-weather performer.
8.4 is his early price for Lucky Patch. Graham, he's a beauty. He's run second behind E-Star. He was a winner 2 starts ago. The man that rode him in that race gets back aboard. Neil Cullen looking to make it 2 for 2 on the horse.
Yeah, horse in really good form at the moment. Hard to knock his chance in any way. He just comes up against the peak form E-Master on this occasion. Does a great deal right. And you have to think he's going to give another good account. It's a wide open race this, but I think He's a Beauty. He's definitely in the mix.
Yeah, I've got him in the numbers as well. Look, he beats himself sometimes, this horse. He's a Beauty by doing a few things wrong, but look, when he puts it all together, there's the definite raw talent there.
His starts have been much better too, which is a plus for He's a Beauty followers. The Hulk, Paul, he had not much luck in the run from the gate last time. Ends up running second. President's Choice also comes out of this race, and there he is in those green colours. Yeah, so look, the Hulk's going to get a nice run from his low barrier draw. He's another one that's been consistent in his races. So look, I've got to give him a chance in this as well. I've got him in the numbers. I think he's one of the players. He's yet to win though, but look, the last couple of runs haven't been too bad, and He's a Beauty. Won this race nicely, and of course he's a rival once again.
Keep an eye on the horse on the inside, fading late in the yellow colours, taking game. Some people will hold that lacklustre finish against him. He ran a very hard 3rd split there. He's a well-handicapped horse. Now, I was thinking that Douglas might put Jerry Chow on. He's not. He's got Karis Teaton on board. To me, taking game is a live one at a price.
Good segue, Graham, into Jerry's ride. His Beauty Smile in a Chung Fa trial, ridden differently from what we'd seen from him last time.
Yeah, this is a horse who had good form in Ireland, and he's taken pretty well to Hong Kong racing. This is a Chung Fa trial. As Paul said, they can be hard to read with small fields. but he really does bound clear with some zest late on, Paul.
Yeah, it was a nice trial from him. You know, when he was asked to go, he did click away. So, again, it's hard to tell, but, you know, the first couple of starts when he first got here over the 1400 have been good. He's stayed at 1400 all 4 starts. So, look, definitely with the claim, he comes into reckoning.
Lucky patch for you, Paul, to make it 4 from 4, 2 for 2 in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I think he's a nice progressive type, this one. And as Graham said, you can't pigeonhole him on one run on the all-weather, especially after he's won both races on the turf in Australia. I'm going to give President's Choice a chance at a price. I think he can get back and run on. He's getting down in the ratings now, President's Choice. And the run 2 starts ago was pretty good behind Big Fortune. He's a beauty, and the Hulk will be both in the market. So 3, 9, 5 and 7.
I'm taking a different view on this one. I quite like this race. I'm going 6, 1, 7 and 2. Taking Aim is dangerously handicapped now, and I think he showed that he's on the way back last time. Beauty Smile isn't ideally drawn, but he is running well, and he's got the Chow claim for the first time. The Hulk ran really well last time. He's probably capable of a bit better. Circuit 6, good debut. I'm going to try the Quinella here with 6 as the banker at what should be a reasonable price. 1, 2 and 7 as backup.
6, 1, 7 and 2 from Graham Cunningham in race number 9. On a day where we've got 3 Group 2s, the Cup, the Sprint and the Mile, the last of the Class 2 is one heck of a clash, and we're going to preview that right after this break.